stream sings a lullaby. There grows a lily fair.
Yes, when did you start sailing?
When did I start sailing? I was about 13. In Ballygunyock Club in Ireland.
Mm-hmm. And you're sailing here on the west coast?
Oh yeah. Oh God, yes. I used to write for Pacific Yachting, 48 degrees north. I've done 6 Swiftsure 5 Southern Straits, big mammoth. And I used to cruise. I used to have a 26-foot sloop, and I used to cruise from Vancouver to the Brighton Archipelago every summer.
Oh yeah.
When I went back to Ireland, the boat had to go, and I haven't quite got around to getting a boat yet. You see it?
No, I was just curious.
Oh.
Not yet, anyhow.
Sorry?
Not yet, anyhow.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's a terribly expensive ailment if you take it up.
Were the country doctor books, were they a completely different way of you writing, and a different way of writing when you started them?
That's terribly difficult.
It's a different...
Yeah, to me, writing is writing.
Yes.
I suppose I have the privilege of living with a very talented artist. I suppose painting in oils is painting in oils, but you may do abstract, you may do impressionist, you may do realist. So to that extent, yes, the country doctor is a different style to a couple of very, very dark, gritty thrillers I wrote about the already. Yes.
Are you an animal man, judging from
Am I an animal man?
Lady Macbeth?
Am I an animal man?
Yeah.
Do I like animals? Oh God.
Like your own dogs?
I have looked after 2 infertile gorillas. I have fitted a female orangutan with an intrauterine contraceptive. Yes, I have confirmed pregnancy in a whale called the ocean. And I like pets too. True story.
Did you really feed that dog?
I'm sorry, I'm having a look at it. Shout, I can't quite hear.
Did you really feed your dog beer?
I had a dog.
Your dog,
now, this is true.
your real dog, not
this
the...
is
not
true,
the,
and it's insulting to Canada, and I don't object to that one bit. I used to have a penchant for an Australian beer called Foster's Lager. And it came in tins from Australia with a silver rim on the tin. I had a dog called Arthur Guinness, a big lump of a black Labrador, and one day I happened to spill some Foster's, and he went at it. He went at it like a bull at a gate. He just went down him like a ferret down a rattle. So every Friday for a treat, Arthur got half a can of Foster's Lager. That's all right, he's still sober there. Until Labatt's started brewing it under license. And it had a gold rim round. I never noticed when I picked up my 6-pack. Gave Arthur his half. He took one sniff and walked away.
I hold the recipes in the back of the books. Yeah. They're just terrific. I've tried a few.
Talk to Mrs. Kincaid at the back there, will you? I would burn the water if I tried to boil an egg. I say to Mrs. Kincaid, what should we put in this time? Tea? All right. No. Yes, sir.
Was chlorodyne and licorice still on the table when your doctors were practicing?
Oh, yes.
It was the panacea in the 40s.
Yes. And in fact,
everything from ingrown toenails to baldness.
Where parts in the wee north are you from, sir?
Malaya.
Malaya?
Yes.
Used to sail down there occasionally. Not very far down from Bangor. You know that. The other popular things back then were things like rhubarb for a laxative.
Oh, yeah.
And mostly, there was a great thing we remember for the cough, the black bottle.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know what was in it, but there were 2 major ingredients. One was a little bit of morphine, which does suppress coughs. The other was a thing called ipecacuanha. And it tastes like the S word. Gave the medicine its potency. The fouler it tasted, the stronger it was. Oh, I go back to a little bit. Now, I just want to read you a very quick little bit. I want to see if I can leave you with a laugh, all right? Fingal Flaherty O'Reilly, you got to remember he's only 26 now, he's in Dublin, he's a medical student. He takes his girlfriend Kitty. Kitty? You met Kitty? Well, this is how he got to know Kitty in the first place. He meets her in the Phoenix Park. He sticks her on a tram and they go down O'Connell Street as far as Nelson's Pillar, because he's to meet a friend and his girlfriend in a pub. Right. Fingal and Kitty left the Dublin United Tram Company vehicle at the base of Nelson's Pillar on O'Connell Street. From his column, the cock-hatted, one-armed Lord Nelson stared down with his single eye. He'd been there since 1808, a granite memorial to a British hero and the recipient of a century and a quarter's worth of Irish pigeon drum. Fingal took Kitty's hand and guided her across the broad street where trams ran up the middle and horse-drawn and motor traffic the outer lanes. Once on the footpath, he walked slightly ahead to bulldoze away through the Saturday crowds, barefoot women in shawls, gurriers in ragged pants, men in cloth caps with clay doodles between their lips, stinking of cheap tobacco. They rubbed shoulders with gents in top hats, morning coats, and spats. How could they stand to be so overdressed in this heat? As they passed the General Post Office, still bullet popped from its occupation by the rebels and the siege during the 1916 Easter Rising, he had to raise his voice. Cromie said the Stag's Head pub is near the column. Kitty said it would be lovely to stop and have a drink. My feet are killing me in these half heels and you look parboiled. He laughed. We'll walk one more cross street, then I'll ask. Fingal O'Reilly always hated having to seek help with anything. He plowed ahead until he was pulled up short at the junction with Princess Street. Model A Fords jostled with Austins. He saw a Beaufort convertible nearly brush against a Rolls-Royce open Tourer. Over the hum of voices, motor car engines burbled and iron wheels rumbled on tarmac as a pair of Clydesdales hauled a Guinness cart stacked with barrels. And there were bicycles. Everywhere, cyclists jingling their bells. Sweat, car exhaust, and the whiff of a recently dropped pile of horse apples stung his nose. A man approached, wearing a buttonless woolen suit one size too small. The jacket was missing a lapel and laceless boots shod his feet. Would you buy my sheet music, sir? He had a north side Dublin accent you could cut with a meat cleaver. For the lady, Lloyd. How much, Kitty asked. Ah, Jesus, lady, only a penny, only a penny. Go on, Fingal, Kitty said, and ask him about the pub. O'Reilly laughed, rummaged in his pocket, produced 2 pennies. He said, I only want 1 sheet, keep the other one. Ah, Lord bless your honour, the man said, and handed O'Reilly a green sheet of paper. He glanced down and saw printed in smudged typeface the music and lyrics of the Star of the County Down. Ask him, Fingal, Kitty said. Excuse me, O'Reilly said, but would you know where the Stag's Head is? A Stag's Head? He grinned and exposed a set of stained upper teeth. The Stag's Head? Boy, too, boy, God, the Stag's Head is exactly where you'd expect it to be. And where is that? The man laughed and said, the Stag's Head is always, indeed invariably, the Stag's Head is always 6 feet from the Stag's arsehole.
And like a lovesick lad am I, she has my